I'm Kacie Tergesen, and I write and I work in post-production. My connection with mental health is that I suffer from anxiety myself, and I know a lot of people who also do. In fact, I would say like almost everybody, just maybe just being in the line of stuff that I do, or I don't know, but it's pretty common, I think. So I've been pretty anxious forever, I guess, but more recently, it's gotten more physically manifested. So I do things like I wash my hands over and over and over again, which is not great, but you know, I'm sort of working on tapping that down, I guess. And then, you know, just sort of like people get depressed, people get anxious, people get uncomfortable in social situations. I've sort of experienced all of that, and I've talked to a lot of people about that because everybody sort of has at least like one moment where they've felt that sort of a thing. But I would say that the thing that manifests itself most for me is the anxiety. Before, I wasn't doing as good. In my last year of college, I sort of like got really afraid of getting sick. And so I sort of tapped down everything. Like I controlled my diet super, super intensely. And I like didn't eat when I knew I was gonna have to do something because I was afraid that I was gonna eat something that gave me food poisoning. But I'm sort of like at the point where I'm like, that doesn't make any sense at all. So now I make sure they don't have antibacterial soap in my house so I can sort of calm down. And then I just kind of like, if I find myself sort of having that working up moment, then it just takes a few steps back and some breathing and some making sure that I'm not fixating on something. I guess I realized it a little bit after I graduated college because there was that sort of year when you turn 23 where you're just sort of screwed and you're like, oh, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what I'm doing. So you get kind of low in that time, but you know, in order to progress, you just sort of have to figure out ways to make it better for yourself, I guess. One of my big problems that would really work me up, and it still bothers me, is that I would sort of look at everything in the long term rather than just being like, okay, today is this, tomorrow's this, the next day is this, but then not going that much farther beyond that. I would sort of look at it like, if I can't get this done, the whole week's going to be ruined, and it would just spiral. If I had one piece of advice for myself, it would be to focus on what you can get done in the time that you are in now. You don't have to move on to what you have to do in the next week. You can just focus on what you can get done in one day and then worry about anything that didn't happen in the next couple days. And there's no reason to freak out about it because it'll all get done as long as you make sure that you remember freaking out about it is only going to make it harder to get done. So everything's going to be fine and you are okay.